right, welcome to the post-game media availability for the Kentucky Wildcats. We are joined by head coach Nick Mingione and player Tyler Bell. Coach will begin with an opening statement, and then questions will be directed toward coach, to our player, and then coach. And then if you have a question, please raise your hand. We'll get the microphone around to you. So, coach, your opening statement.
Thought our bullpen did a great job trying to keep us in that game. Obviously, the first inning didn't go the way we wanted. I thought Ira Austin did an incredible job to get us out of that jam. Tommy got us some big outs. Chase Alderman was fantastic. Got us 7 outs. I thought it was good. And then Niall, man, wanted it. I'm sick to my stomach for him, man. He pitched so good. And give them credit. They had a great comeback.
Questions for Tyler Bell.
Tyler, can the last 2 years, West Virginia and Kentucky have played pretty much these amazing games in the NCAA tournament. Obviously, tonight goes a certain way, but can you just kind of characterize what it's been like to play in this, I don't know if it's a budding rivalry? I mean, what would you call this matchup between the two schools?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a rivalry. Obviously, they ended our year last year, and us having the chance to come out here, we're hungry. We're really hungry, and we played a really good 8 innings today. Didn't finish in the 9th, but we're going to be right back at it tomorrow, and we're prepared. We're ready for it.
Tyler, you kind of got off to a slow start in this regional, and then you found something to look like with those 2 home runs. Just what was working for you there in those at-bats?
Yeah, just honestly trying to feel as smooth as possible and have as much confidence as possible. It hasn't gone my way the first couple days, and all the guys just keeping me up, all the coaches keeping me up has really just allowed me to have that success.
Tyler, you mentioned that things went well the first 8 innings. How do you kind of balance what y'all did well with kind of the end result and unraveling in the 9th?
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's already expired. Whatever happened, and we'll be right back at it tomorrow.
Tyler, when you see what happens in a game like in the 9th, what is that going to tell you about your teammates, about how they respond as to what kind of team you have?
Yeah, I give a big shout-out to Coach Minge. He's preached it every day for the last 2 years that I've been here at Kentucky, that everything expires at midnight. No matter if it's a good day, a bad day, it's not going to change. Like, even for me, like, if I'm 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts, I'm still going to be in there the next day. If I'm 4 for 4 with 4 home runs, like, I'm still going to be in there, and I have to expect adversity the next day. Like, just living like that, the whole team, just buying into that has really allowed us to have such consistent success.
Tyler, West Virginia's relief pitcher, McDougal, obviously gave up the 2 solo home runs that kind of made things interesting, but then comes back and battles. Can you just kind of tell me what you guys saw from him, giving up the home runs and then, coming back from that?
Yeah, I didn't see too much, to be honest. We were all just staying with our approach, trusting all the training that we've had, and, it worked out for us. And I thought we put some good swings on balls in the 9th, and stuff didn't fall, so we'll be at it again tomorrow.
Tyler, you kind of mentioned the fact that these 2 teams are very familiar with each other, already played twice this weekend. You're heading into a 3rd matchup, know each other very well. What kind of edge, if any, can you catch on them to move on to the Supers? Yeah,
just really buying into our pregame stuff, trusting approaches from Coach Sloan and Coach Kuzi. I think that's very big, and, whenever guys trust, good things really happen out there on the field.
Any further questions for Tyler? Tyler, thank you very much.
Yeah, great job today, TJ.
And with that, questions for Coach.
Hey, Nick, they're in the 9th inning. You go to Oliver Boone instead of Tristan Hunter. Hunter's got more appearances for you. Just walk us through kind of the decision to go to Oliver there.
Yeah, we met early this morning, and we mapped out their lineup, pitch types, pitch shapes, and we had Boone in front of Tristan. And it was just a feel for the game. And, we believe in both of those guys, obviously. We put them both in. So it didn't work out. And, again, just sick to my stomach for now. Man, he threw the ball so well.
Nick, you've preached all season about coming back from adversity. There's a fine line between a devastating loss and a redemption story. What's going to be that line?
Yeah, you heard TJ say it. You know this about me. I care about mentoring and discipling student athletes. Like, this is what Kristen and I do. This is what we do. And I told them that they're not leaving this field. unless they leave everything that happened here. It's over. You have to move on. You have to move on. This is what you do in life. There are times where things are going to go your way and there are times they're not. And we no longer have control over the outcome of the game. But 90% of life is how you respond to what happens to you. It's 10% of what happens to you. It's 90% of how you respond. And we have an opportunity. I'm so proud of this guy right here. The way he just conducted himself, the way he spoke about it, you move on. You just go on to the next thing. And that's what the great competitors do, and that's what the great teams do. And that, when you ask, like, what is our secret sauce? Why have we done so well? Consistently in the postseason. We have amazing players. We have amazing people in our program, and we move on. You just move on. And you do not let things beat you down. It's like, John, it'd be like you having your backpack, and every time something bad goes on, it's just like, I'm going to put another brick in your backpack, and it's going to keep weighing you down. We're not doing that. We're moving on. Welcome to life. And sometimes life isn't fair. And I told the guys, they'll tell you, the fair only comes to town once a year. Like, we're moving on. This is more about life than anything else. And it expired. We're moving on to the next thing.
Coach, when you go to that balk in the ninth inning, what do you tell your pitchers in that situation? What kind of going through the mindset? What do you tell your guys there?
You really just can't address it because it happened. Obviously hated that it happened, but again, just move on. It's over. Move on.
Coach, between now and whenever you play tomorrow, from a preparation standpoint, is it going to be more of how you prepare physically, or is it going to be more how you prepare mentally for this next game?
Yeah, good question. Again, you guys have heard me say consistency compounds. We will do the exact same thing. Like, we have our routine. We have what we do. You heard TJ. I mean, what an answer. Like, if you really dive into the depths of what he said, he talked about trust. He talked about what we do, our preparation. I mean, that was like a clinic on how a mature player thinks and acts. So we'll do the same. We'll do the exact same. Yep.
Coach, the past 3 matchups have just been nothing but exciting. What makes these two programs, when they meet up, just such a close-knit game?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think Saban is one of the premier coaches in all of college baseball. And you heard me say this. He's an Embry-Riddle grad now. Shout out to Embry-Riddle again. Both have degrees from there. He's an amazing coach. And you're not hosting a regional if you don't have good players and you know what you're doing. And he knows what he's doing. And so does his other staff. So when you have that type of education, and you've been around some really good coaches and really good people, and then you apply it, and you have a plan, and you have a system, and you get people to believe it works. Yeah.
Nick, kind of a 2-part question here on Ben. I guess first off, just with such a short start, how much did that change the original pitching plan that you had? And then I guess is the only good news, could you throw him back out there tomorrow if needed?
Yeah, he's free. I give our I had a really cool long conversation with Coach Quill, one of my coaches in college. He's like the master at mapping out pitching and all that stuff. He was in our program for a while. Brock Dowd and I spent an hour and 48 minutes on the phone with him and last night. But we met as a staff today, and we had our plan, exactly who we wanted to use, when we wanted to use it, what the score was for each guy, what the situation was, and we stuck to the plan. And quite frankly, it about worked until the 9th. And everyone outside of maybe 2 guys, I told them everyone all hands on deck tomorrow. It's going to be fun, and we're looking forward to it.
Coach, I believe it was bottom of the 3rd inning. Jace Tarnish hits that ball out to right field, and you send Carson Hansen. What did you see on that play, and then what was the conversation with the umpires on the challenge?
The ball he hit that way harder than I realized. I looked up, and obviously not a good move. I own it. Tell our players when you make a mistake, you recognize it, you own it, and you move on. Not a good send on my part. But the ball beat him by so much that he kind of do I slide, do I not? So I thought the umpires did right there was no malicious contact. So I thought that part was good, and they allowed Carson to stay in the game. Yeah.
Nick, we saw Joachim run to the bullpen. He looked like he was stretching down there. Was he available today, and would he be available tomorrow in a saves type situation?
No comment.
Any last questions for Coach? Coach,
appreciate you. See you tomorrow.